This Japanese high school student was abducted, tortured for 44 days, and murdered by 4 teenage boys. Junko Furuta was born on January 18, 1971, and dreamed of growing up to become a singer. She lived a relatively normal life and was well liked by her classmates, but on the evening of November 25, 1988, her life would take a horrifying turn. As she cycled home, Furuta was spotted by 2 teenage boys. One of the boys attacked her, kicking her off her bike. The other approached her and, pretending to have witnessed the attack by coincidence, offered to walk Furuta home. This, however, was all an act, and Furuta was led to a nearby warehouse where she was raped and threatened with death if she tried to escape. The boy then took her to a nearby park where 3 of his friends were waiting. The 4 boys overpowered her and took her to a house owned by one of the boys' parents. Here, Furuta was held captive and tortured relentlessly, with the 4 boys beating and burning her on a daily basis. Over the course of the 44 days she was held captive, she was raped over 400 times by the 4 boys and other men and teenagers that they knew. The police were alerted twice about Furuta's capture, once by a boy that was invited to the house, and once by Furuta herself, who had attempted to phone the police. Both times the police were told that no girl was living in the house and neglected to conduct a proper investigation. As her punishment for phoning the police, Furuta's legs were doused in lighter fluid and set alight. Soon after this, Furuta was beaten to death by the 4 boys before being dumped into a 55-gallon drum, which was then filled with concrete. The 4 boys were apprehended by the police soon after due to their involvement in other crimes, but accidentally admitted to killing the young girl, thinking that the police were referring to her murder during an interrogation. The 4 boys were quickly arrested, but were given shockingly light sentences for the severity of their crimes, with the prison time ranging from 5 to 20 years. All 4 men were eventually released from prison and allowed to live as free men. And that's how